Hello, dear friends. This is video number 11 of the unique last Azlanti unfair fair run. Why unfair? Fair? Why fair? Because I don't cheat. I don't pre-buff with protective luck, with fortune. I don't use exploits. I don't cheat with toy box and here and there. So so far yesterday we managed to finish Act 1 and I was almost defeated because due to some issues Lan was killed, and Lan and Sila, they are my main damage dealers. Lan was killed while running away from Gambians in Grey Garrison because I clicked on some spot where I wanted him to run, but then Camellia, that was hidden in some other locations together with the party, started suddenly moving when she was supposed to hold her position there, like everyone. AI was off and so on, and still she started moving, and she made almost to the place where Gambians were. So I noticed. I quickly switched to Camellia, and I was putting her back to the party, and then something happened to Lan. Two possibilities. Or he just stumbled on some texture bug, so he didn't move, because I gave him command, run away for some distance, while I was handling Camellia. So he didn't run, he just stuck. Another possibility that when I was selecting Lan, and normally I do it with double click because I'm playing with a mouse. I'm mouse player because when I'm playing, I'm not sitting on the chair in front of the table. I am half laying down on my sofa. I don't see keyboard. Keyboard is on my lap, so I'm just using spacebar for poses. That's all I'm doing with keyboard, and sometimes just highlight objects. But to select characters with a keyboard, I cannot in such a position. So I'm using mouse, and in this game is not mouse friendly. You cannot select character with one mouse click. You need to click twice, and even if you double click, you're not always selecting. That's what happened. So either I didn't select Lan, that's why he didn't run, but he continued standing where he was, or it was just texture bug and he stumbled. Anyway, he was killed. And imagine it was just before the fight with Minotaur, before the fight with Minyago, and so on. I was pissed off like hell. You heard a lot of F words yesterday if you watched my stream. I was close to despair because imagine to invest already. Let's see what I invested. How long am I playing this? 1 day, 3 hours, 40 minutes. Okay, maybe 1 hour I've taken pauses and so on. So like 26 pure hours in the game, and you just be defeated, not because you cannot play, not because your builds are wrong, not because your tactics strategy has flaws, but just because of some fucking bug or texture bug, or not be able to select with 2 clicks. So like 15 minutes I was ranting, saying F words and being pissed off. And then I gathered my strengths. I switched off sound because I didn't want people listen to me cursing. So I switched off mic and just collected what I had remaining, and I defeated first Minotaur and then Miniago. And Miniago was quite special because I used grease. Half of them were stunned, so they couldn't move. My main character just felt on our own grease. When he attacked Miniago, he just fell because I put menu put grease. Miniago fell on grease, and then he attacked Miniago, but somehow he also fell on grease. Lan was not there, and they two main damage dealers. So I had only Scylla, and I managed that Camellia, gave fortune to Scylla, a bit of chanting, and Scylla just managed to hit her and kill her. But it could have gone wrong, because one more round, it would have been over, because Scylla already had like maybe 25% of her health remaining, something like that, and half of them were still stunned, and appeared new Vrogs and new mobs appeared and teleported there. So one more round, it would have been over. Can you imagine that? But that was done, so I could relax. And then I found out when I arrived to Act 2 that I don't need to buy for 6,000 scrolls, that Lan was just happily resurrected. So I didn't know that because I never got anyone killed there. I mean, I got my party destroyed there a couple of times completely, but it never happened that someone was killed and I killed Miniago and then I went to... So in Act 2, if someone is killed there, they will be resurrected automatically. So I could save 6,000 gold, which is always useful. And then usual stuff, boring housekeeping stuff, selling things, buying things. I didn't buy much because I'm limited. I have like 30,000 now remaining. What I bought for Scylla War Kilt of Sarenrae, which gives some to armor class, of course, +4 to mobility, which doesn't need maybe, but natural armor bonus, yes, to armor class. And what else I bought? I already forgot what I bought, but I bought something. I definitely bought something. Yes, I bought scroll protection from arrows. I bought mirror image. I bought... Just someone is calling me. I have to pause Yes, so I'm back. So so I bought some mirror image, some mage armor, I bought hurricane bow, I bought a lot of expeditious retreats, and what else I bought? I bought one extend magic rod, so I have now two. I didn't buy Wand of Heroism, which I wanted, but I don't have money for it, unfortunately. But I need, and that's of course now after after defeating those skeletons, I got Ring of Evasion, and Scylla got a Ring of Protection, so we don't need to use Shield of Faith on her anymore, so we can say one Shield of Faith spell, and she has armor class, which is 43, like that it will be even. Yeah, 43, but like that it will be 38, which is not a bad armor class. Of course, he has something like that, he has more. He has more. 33 plus fighting defensively gives like 12, so it's fighting defensively, it's 45, and then if I add shield of face, haste, he will be even more. That's the situation. And I bought those things I had, like when I sold everything, but you could see it from yesterday's video. When I sold everything, I had like 60, I think 62,000. So that's what I have remaining. They just Kilt of Sarenrae. I bought Kilt of Sarenrae, and I bought Arachnid goggles, so he's not immune to be flanked, which is good. With protective luck, he's immune to critical hits, and with goggles, he has immunity to flanking. And immunity to flanking, it's the same as +2 to armor class, because you know when you're flanked, mobs have +2 to attack, so it's like if they cannot flank you, -2 to attack, or it's the same as +2 to armor class, whatever. You can look at it like that. Now, the most delicate thing, which is always the most delicate and the most complicated here, it's to deal with skeletal archer champions. So, not to have the same story as with Lan killed yesterday in Great Garrison, but I always check these things, but always someone starts moving. It's like that. Okay, you see, no one has AI, all in stealth mode, but now I need Nenio. And now, if you remember, when yesterday I was in wait, where is the shit? I think yesterday, before leaving for the Grey Garrison, I was busy with fabricating fireballs.
And even use damage.
With fireballs.
Edge provides more.
Fuck you. Fireballs. And now you'll see. Now you'll see why I needed those fireballs. Because those fireballs needed exactly here. Exactly here. Hello, Wolf Sage. Arrow potion of scrolls. Arrow protection will not help you here. It will not help you. They're hitting so hard that doesn't matter if you have arrow protection or if you don't have it. They will just destroy all your party in a couple of rounds and everyone is dead. They're really insane. So now I show why I fabricated those scrolls. First of all, fox scanning. Fox scanning too. It's clear why. It's clearly why we need fox scanning. Fox scanning is to increase DC of fireball. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. And here I was fabricating those fireballs. Here 9 fireballs. So in total there are like 15. This should be sufficient to kill them all. I hope so. And now I need, of course, I will keep this thing for the last fight. It's just to have a place. Okay. So I bought those things, Expeditious Retreat. That's one of the reasons I bought it. Unfortunately, they last only 1 minute, even less. It was a rod. It was possible to buy a rod lesser in power rod, so we could have fireballs empowered. It would be useful, of course, to have more damage, at least 3 times more damage, but then 9,000 it's too expensive. Normally we should be able to deal without, but so very unpleasant are here because group is here and group is a couple of here, so it's not easy to touch them all. Let's try like that. Now when fireball just left, you don't wait till it hits the ground, starts moving out, and then run away. Let's see what damage. This one was not damaged, this one just a little bit. Zombie lords, they easily damaged, but archers, no way. And if you check their stats, have 23 attacks, 24, 24, 19 damage. And they will be always rolling like 17, 18, 17, 18, 19, sometimes 20. They'll be critting also. But even if they don't crit, imagine they don't crit, if you manage somehow put protective luck on everyone, which is not possible, because even I can put protective luck maybe on Scylla and maybe on my main character and on Scylla, maximum. It won't help. Even without critical hits, they will destroy your party. Because 72, he just needs to hit couple of times, and there are so many of them. 3 arrows, so each time they will hit. With attack, all 3 attacks will hit. So one will shoot, another will shoot, and 1 round they're all dead. And also have damage reduction, so before you manage to kill them, they will kill you 20 times. And on a hard difficulty, it's doable. on hard difficulty you can attack them, but even on hard difficulty there is a risk that uh, the most vulnerable companions will be killed, even on hard difficulty. So on hard difficulty, if you play last Azlanti, I would use the same tactic. At least to kill half of them. Also, while you busy with zombie lords, those archers will be killing you. So on unfair I don't see any other way to kill them. There is, of course, you can use Camelia's stones. She has stones, but problem is not so much. You can put spike stones and then use those things to annoy them. They'll be running back, and sooner or later they will kill themselves, but it takes a long time. And again, you need to use Camellia for that, and it's risky. So fireballs, it's the only way. Zombie lords are almost dead, but this is intact. And archers are not so easily targeted. They reduce everything. Of course, you don't need to fight them. You can just go and kill directly that shit necromancer in the church, and when you go out, they won't be there. But then you lose a lot of XP. You can just climb here, and that's it. You don't need to fight them. But it's also our principle, because we're fighting everything. I think I made a mistake. That's example. I was not careful. I was so not careful. I let her get killed because I didn't notice that her expeditious retreat expired. So that's example. I slept only 3 hours today. I don't know why I couldn't sleep so, and that's, of course, that plays a huge part. You cannot play game if your brains don't work in full. But that's my fault totally. It's my fault. Now I don't know how we can get out of this situation. Speaking sincerely, I don't know. I don't know how we can get. I've seen that she doesn't have expeditious retreat, and I looked at that, and I don't know why I still clicked instead of just selecting expeditious retreat. Instead of selecting it, I just did this stupid thing, and that's how life is. So it's purely 100% my fault. No one is guilty here. Now she cannot do it because I didn't give her enough UMD. I should have invested more in UMD. No, she cannot do it. Of course, I can give that. Where is it? It's now probably not doable. It's probably not doable now. What is the worst? You cannot rest here. I don't have haste. So I don't know. It went very ugly. It went very ugly. Yeah, it could be that I will have to I will have to restart the game, but at least I'll, yeah, if I restart, I will do it, of course, because I plan absolutely. I'm very serious to beat the game in Last Azlanti on unfair, and so far it was all good. Uh, Before I got one, two, four of them were killed. First, Camellia was killed in um, in Tower of Estrot because I forgot to give necessary buffs. I think I forgot to give fire protection. Then during random encounter in Canabres, Scylla was killed and my main character was killed. Luckily, I managed to resurrect my main character immediately. Then Scylla was killed, so I used all my scales, and then I had to buy a resurrection scroll, also for Scylla, minus 6,000. Then, of course, when you're killed, you get negative level, two negative levels, so 1,400 just to buy restoration scrolls. So it's 7,400 already minus, and now she's killed. And all those cases, it's my own fault. Lan was killed in Grey Garrison. That's not my fault. That's texture bug or selection bug. But still, I should have been careful, of course. Anyway, uh, in case I am defeated now, and in case I cannot, I will of course come back. I will start again, and I will defeat the game on Last Azlanti on unfair because I have such a plan, and it's no question of principle. Of principle, no one ever done it, but I will do it. She needs to roll 18. Sooner or later she will. Can you imagine? It was such an easy fight, and I just fucked it up myself. Yeah. Now another mistake you see I've done. Now of course I should have invested more in UMD. Uh, I gave her perception in the very beginning. It made sense because it was just to diminish risk of attacks when resting. Because in the night we've been resting in the maze, and then perception is high perception diminishes chance of sudden attack. So I invested. That's why I invested in perception. But yeah, use magic device is so important. It's so important. With higher magic device, I could have used fireballs now. And now I cannot use fireballs. Maybe she'll manage to. Maybe she'll manage to. Where, to use one, but I don't think so. I can just try, of course, but no. She needs to roll 20. Now, sooner or later it will work, but then expeditious retreat will expire. I don't have another way, just putting those stones. And this is also not so easy to place them. Is a problem, I cannot put them here. I can put them only here. And they also reducing a lot. Their damage will be will be minimal. Okay, the same story. That's their problem. That's such a fucking buggy that you cannot put where you want. Why the fuck is she running there? Why? When I select it here, she should be able to place it from where she is. Why to place it here? She needs to run. Now only archers remain, but that's of course a very unpleasant situation. I guess just and she has these feet injuries also. So I just didn't put expeditious retreat on on menu. So difficult roll 18, yes? His damage is really minimal. At least I can do some damage like that. Same story. Why the fuck is she running there? Why? 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 I want to put it here. Why the fuck can I put it here? Cannot I put it here? That's already programming. Fuck you, you know. Fuck you. I'm again getting pissed off. The way it's done, I'm really getting pissed off. Why the fuck is she running there? Why? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not sure if it's so nice that she is dead, because she is dead and now it's not clear how to, if I can do it. If she is dead, I don't see how I can win it. It becomes extremely difficult. She is dead because I forgot to give her expeditious retreat. That's why she is dead. My fault, of course. I don't say anything is my fault. And they're still full of fucking energy. Reduction is minimal. With Nenya, they would have been dead already. She easily kills them with fireballs. But because I forgot to give her expeditious retreat, she was one shot, which was of course logic. Especially she's the only one who doesn't have last stand. Okay, maybe I can get out of it, we'll see, but it's got ugly from starting with great garrison. It just got ugly. Again, she's running there. It's done in such a bad way. It's incredible. Why just cannot I put it where I want? There's no logic in how it's placed. Okay. Now those two are the worst. That one maybe will die, but still can deal some damage, but okay. No more. Yeah, without Nano it's... And then even if I beat them here, maybe I will, but then 6,000 to pay just for Nano's resurrection. I paid 6,000 for Nanya resurrection, 6,000 for Sila's resurrection, 1,400 for restoration scroll. It's 13,400. I could have bought one more mercenary when I was in tavern defense in level 5. This is of course disgusting. Yes, it's very disgusting. Again, what the fuck? Why the fuck is she running? Those bugs, it's not even a bug, it's the way it's designed. It's a stupid design that you cannot place it where you want. Why cannot I just click here? Okay, now it works. It's really just one pixel left or right, and instead of placing, she starts running just on her own shit. I don't think I have any more. I still have one spike stone shit, I think. If I do like that, I can get it. But then I don't have anything else. Can get it if I do like that. Again, the same story. Same story. She starts running there. No. Was it difficult to make it the normal way? I don't understand. Okay, those two are almost dead, but that one's still alive and kicking. Fucking bastard. No, she cannot do anything anymore. Maybe she can just roll 20 and throw fireball, but I don't think so. But maybe someone else can hit fireball, can use fireball. That could be the case. That could be the case. Sila, for example. But what if she's killed? She has 13 UMD. If she goes on a horse, horse speed is 50. Why it's so slow? Why is it so slow? It's 50. It doesn't look like it's moving 50, does it? No, it doesn't. It says 50, but it doesn't look like 50. That's very strange. Okay, to be on the safe side, what I will do, in case horse is killed, maybe Sila still can escape, because Sila has now 50. Actually, Sila, we don't need even a horse. Sila could hit it, I believe. So if you are in a situation like that, you are using all your creativity. Why? She needs to roll 14 to hit the fireball. No, it doesn't show 50. And I think it didn't even touch them. Okay. I think horse is bugged, because that is not speed, it's not a 50 speed. We know what is 50, that's not 50. That's not 50. That's bullshit. That's not 50. That's 50. That's 50. That's not 50. It's time to remove those things. because we cannot do anything anymore. So she should remove her shit. Okay. Now Scylla will be using fireballs. Of course, I needed Nenio for that fight. Haste and some other stuff, mirror image. I don't see how we will be fighting them. I really don't see it. And why are you running? $50. Should have been 60, no? Or 50, I don't remember. Yeah, it can be 60 even. Which is already extreme risk, but okay, see? She needs to roll 14. It's so difficult to roll 14, Scylla. I gave her a lot of UMD and still she cannot do it. Question is then, why do I give her UMD if she cannot do even such an easy task? Okay. Now only that one remains. I don't see how will I fight without Nenio's bugs. Buffs. Bugs. 13 seconds is not enough. So I need more expeditious retreat. So one should be extremely creative. That's how creative you have to be for in such a situation. So better be careful than creative. Same story. $11 damage. One more hit, I think, and we can kill it. And what did I get actually? I get such and such XP for killing them, but I will pay 6,000. I will pay 6,000 to resurrect Nenio. one remains, of course. I knew it would be like that. That shit will have one remaining. Maybe one can kill this shit. Yeah, and I don't have Nenio's dexterity with cat's grace. That's a problem. I think it's stupid what I'm doing. I should have used just one more fireball and it would have been over. No, it's okay. It was not stupid. Yeah. So result 60, 60, 60, 240. Okay. It's not even 600 XP and it's 6,000 gold to pay for Nano Resurrection in case I succeed here, which is not a fact. I can be defeated in that final fight in the church. Because that shit is quite... That fight is not pleasant. There is one more idiot here that we should punish. Again, I click once, they all selected. Stop harassing the citizen, you bastard. Stop harassing the citizens. The law-abiding citizens. Okay, now we go here. Again, I was fighting Miniago and Minotaur and Otirubo without Lan. Now I will fight those undead without Nenio's buffs. It's really pleasant. And the worst is even fuck you, it's fuck you. So I failed. Okay, let's buff. How can I buff? There is nothing. I don't have buffs. And they're tired. They're fucking fatigued. Why? I don't understand. Why are they fatigued? It couldn't be. No, it's impossible. They were never ever fatigued. Never. Something is really wrong with this game. It becomes more and more bugged. I'm pretty sure they're doing something behind the scenes because I see game is changing. I know game so well. I played it so many times that I just see things that appear which never. It's like cultist sniper in Canabres. Cultist snipers never existed. But okay, I don't care about it. But this fatigue, they never ever had fatigue. How the fuck can you get fatigue here? What is the reason for it? I've taken a rest just here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Now that's impossible to win. No, but failed mobility check doesn't lead to it. It has nothing to do. If you, it's athletic, it's not mobility. It has nothing to do with that. If you fail athletic checks, you fall. You fall from it. There is only one reason when it can happen sometimes. Sometimes, for example, when you do athletic checks, you open something, sort of like you have in leper's smile when you open the cave with a spider, and it takes you like 3 hours. Fail or not, then time goes longer. It's not the case because you see, key power stayed and it stays. It didn't go out. Buffs didn't go out. Mage armor stayed. Bark skin stayed. So buffs didn't go away. So it's not that. It's just fucking bug. That's all. That's all the explanation. Because I played it million times. They were never ever fatigued. They were never fatigued. Shut the fucking up. It's just impossible to win it. It's impossible. No buffs from menu, no haste, no mirror image. No, okay, mirror image I can, but no displacement, no haste, and now fatigue. They cannot hit with such a fatigue. They cannot hit. They'll be missing all the time. fucking Zosil will be killed, of course. He doesn't have any protection. I also forgot to give him shield before leaving here. That's all. I have nothing. I have nothing to. Yeah. And if Zosil killed, it's game over because it's his quest. It's his quest. It's his quest if he's killed. But I will restart anyway. I will not stop. I decided to beat the game on unfair last Azlanti, and I will do that. I will do that. I will not stop. I'm not like I'm stubborn. It's just those lack of attention and things like that. Okay. Mirror image I will give. Blur to Zosil. If you survive here, luckily I will not be using him for long time. I have my WoTR, which is much better. And blur. Let's give blur to Lan. This no, he doesn't have enough. 9 use magic device. Maybe he can have it. I don't know. And yeah, 23 armor class. He's one shot actually. Zosil is one shot here. I reduce his size at least a little bit more chances to survive. This scroll of veil of positive energy, maybe it compensates somehow with fatigue. Maybe somehow it compensates. What else? But that's it. Maybe Zosil. No, because he will attack. I forgot there is a script, and according to script, he will be just attacking. So makes no sense to give him something like Scroll of Vanish, because anyway he will be attacking. So he will reveal himself. Maybe later. And no displacement, nothing. I should have invested more in UMD for him and give him here mirror image. Okay, if it happens, it happens. Then I will have a lesson. So next time I will be extremely careful, and I will improve on my builds. I will improve. He'll have maximum on UMD, and then I give him also UMD, so he will be able to put mirror image. At least he will survive. And no haste. It's incredible. Let's maybe produce at least some skeletons. This to him. Oh, 15 extra. Maybe, who knows? Do I have maybe something else? What can I give him? No, there is nothing I can give him. Good. Skeletons, and that's it. Skeletons, still skeletons. Skeletons 1, skeletons 2, skeletons 3, and this. Okay. Off we go. Off we go. Turn based. And now it will be seen. It will be clear what happens or what doesn't. Last Azlanti, I think he will go for those zombie lords. Lan should eliminate that one. Champion archer. Of course, its reduction. With haste, he would have been killed. That's why I needed also Nano here, or at least potion of haste or scroll of haste. Then Lan would have killed that one. I know that Camellia here is very, very vulnerable. Also, I give protective luck to Zosil because he is a key person here. Camellia might be killed here. Scylla and my main character, they should survive. Oh, Saciel. It doesn't show that it's like attack of opportunity. No, it was still. So that's the way to take him out of harm as far as possible. Now that tiger, that cat will go here. Horse I will send just to distract those. And Scylla will focus on. And let's come a bit closer to get attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity, this one is killed. Now Azlanti will deal with those, I guess. Lan can go for those. He has deflect arrows feet, mine. And Camellia will also go out because she's also one shot. She is the same one shot as Zosil. So in this fight, I always take them out. Zosil, Camellia, they go here, and Nano, if she alive, she goes here also. So they stay out of harm. Of course, with pets, it's so much easier. But with pure classes and without pets, it goes okay. It's not a difficult fight. You just must know what you do and be very precise, not make mistakes, correctly positioning, and all works fine. But your main character absolutely must have that fit, deflect arrows. And if it's a tank, then melee, then he should have missile shield for the same purpose. And it's not a difficult fight actually. And if you have pets, it becomes really trivial. You see, even without Nano, I don't have Nano, still I don't have haste. No displacement, no things like that, and still it's okay. But of course, I have to pay now 6,000. That's disgusting. That's really. I think it's can go real time. Don't need turn base anymore because it's big Zosil's friends. Zosil has good friends. Finish him, Zosil. Kill him. What I like this. What do you think I should do to him? I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. You are in charge here. That's why I hate him. Because he's hypocrite. He wants him dead, but he doesn't want to take responsibilities to, to remain good with his goddess. So those people are the most disgusting. Those hypocrites. No, I didn't mean that. I just even lies here. Okay, finally he accepts it. I hope my goddess will forgive me for. Goddess will not forgive you. Not. Yeah. Such a hypocrite. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is disgusting. And it's disgusting that I must pay 6,000 instead of buying something useful. I have to pay 6,000 to resurrect Nania. Okay, we can consider it as extra difficulty. At least it's pure my fault. It's my fault, and I was not careful, that's it. Was distracted, was too self-confident. Actually, being self-confident is it's a source of many problems. You think things goes. When I play with pure classes without pets and so on, I am extremely careful. Such things don't never happen to me actually, because then there I know I cannot make a mistake. One smallest mistake and it's over. So, but when you multi-classing, have pets, you are so confident, it goes so easy. You just stop being careful. That's it, and then you get punished. Who is the most dangerous mob in Act 2? That's definitely the Lesser Korean Ghost. Gargulya's Cave, just because of clerics with bone shakers. Pursue. So those two main dangers. Lich can be also unpleasant, but Lich I think will deal with him. I I never lost to Lich. I always defeated Lich. I always defeated him. But Ancient Sarkorian Ghost is a different story. There were moments when he destroyed my party. But in most cases, I was also defeating that Lich on the first try. It's like from 4 tries, like in 3 tries I defeat him, and in 1 try he defeats my party. Fucking flies. Fucking flies. Yes, yes. Hero of Might. By the way, I have plans also later to play Hero of Might and Magic Olden Era, which will come very soon. I have already, let's say, demo version. Let them flee. Time to assign general. Olden Air, so I'm planning to. That's the best one. Now we can stay like that. At least I will not be using Zosiel, but my Ecclesiarch is also it's very weak. Should be Queen event now. Now it's Queen event. I still didn't talk by the way to Camellia. Yeah. All my loot will go just to pay for resurrection of Nenium. Ideally, I should have like. Yes, it looked nice. I played Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I played, but yes, since then my taste shifted to CRPG. But still, it's a nice game, and I will be definitely playing Olden Air, but later when it's out and when I have finished this one, and then I still have finished Rock Trader. I also want to beat it on Unfair in Grim Darkness. With so far it was not done. Rowan, there is a guy called Rowan who I think is the best expert in Rock Trader. He tried, but he was defeated because of spaceship combat bug. I think I will wait for patch 1.6 for Rock Trader, and then I will come also will want to beat it on unfair in the Grim Darkness, and then I probably will be playing Olden Era, yeah, when it's out. Those are plans. I really hate to spend so much money. 6,000. Ay 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 ay. It's really it hurts. It hurts so much. It hurts like hell. Oh no! But I think I have already that, so I don't need to buy. Okay, I don't need to buy it. Where is my Klezu Turk? Here. Restoration. 2 times restoration. That we don't need. I'm so pleased I will not be playing with Zosil. Do I need it? Do I need Eagle Splendor or not? But who knows, maybe some random encounters. Like that, and like that also, maybe random encounters. That's also good to have for random because it's also, it was never in the past, but after certain patch update, you could stumble in Act 2 so early as now. You can stumble on half fiend minotaurs from Act 3 actually, on babaos, on shadow demon wateries, even on vrock wateries, which is of course absolutely impossible. You cannot have those mobs so early in the game, even if you didn't see them before. We don't need it anymore, but that, yes. I don't need it anymore. In Dresden, maybe we'll need it in Dresden, but not before Dresden, like that. We don't need it anymore, and that we can have. Who can... Yeah, it's polymorph. It's polymorph. I wonder if we can fabricate with polymorph scroll. Probably not, because it's no, it's a spell. Theoretically, it should be possible to fabricate that scroll. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Take. Yeah, we take a rest. I forgot I have to visit Queen. Let's first visit Queen. It's also a couple of 100 XP, maybe even 400 XP for visiting Queen. How does it feel living for so long, beyond all natural limits? You're over 100 years old. Okay, 400. That's something. And now we can take a rest. What can I fabricate? Which type of scrolls? I would need some scrolls. When I go with all bricks, someone should stay. Who can it be? It could be Nenio, for example. And then I would need haste. But there is a wand of haste. I will buy a wand of haste. That's scroll of shield extended. That's what I will make. This shit was bugged as far as I remember. $16.21. Why? Why is it $16.21? Ah, yes, because of that. Because of that. Okay, so next time. Let's take a rest and go for babaos. Do I need something from Zosio? Nothing. He can keep it. Go out, go in. We go to fight babaos. No way. Of course it failed. Of course it failed. No way to roll 13. No way to roll 17, so failed, of course. It was expected, you know. Failure was expected. Let's first heal him or her. She's the only one who doesn't have less stand. Because I gave enduring spells and I will give her also enduring spells. So Act 2 she will already have we will have 24-hour spells, which is a great boost, and it's a savior for not only for Dresden but also for random encounters. Before leaving, she can buff with 24-hour spells, at least give some protection. So we'll have like 24 hours heroism. So we will have 24 hours Cat's Grace, Mirror Image 24 hours, those things, so it will help. Always be ready. And what if I don't want to be ready for the worst? By the way, a leper's smile will be a nightmare now because Lan cannot run 50, his speed is limited. So we'll have to use expeditious retreat stuff to fight those swarms. Yeah, I hate those. I hate animals like that. Because once I lost the fight, I lost my run because of them. They attack my party on their own. And instead of fighting mobs, I had to fight them, and after that I hate those things. I kill them wherever I see them. Punishing them for their crimes. Strong punishing for their crimes. Not yet. What is our mobility? 17, here is 24. Nineteen mobility. Twenty mobility. 22. Okay, he needs to roll. Fuck you! Again, the same fucking system. I click on Last Azlanti. I wanted that he does that. Instead, fucking menu went. No, cleric went. This one went. That's fucking selection. I clicked once. I always click once. I'm used to be able to click one time on fucking companion. And why this fucking game doesn't let you select with one mouse click? Why do you need two mouse clicks? Who did it like that? Whose idea was it? all the normal games. You click once, you select. Here you need fucking click 2 times. Fuck you. Now minus XP. That's all XP. It's really level of, how to say it, of carelessness. It's just incredible. As nice as this game is, as nice, but level of like carelessness, lack attention of details, it's just overwhelming. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe some drunken students were doing it. Maybe their main programmers, designers, whatever, were busy with main concepts, and this was outsourced to some drunken students from I don't know, from Siberia or from wherever. But you just don't do such things. Is it difficult to make one click, select it, one click, select it? No, fucking 2 clicks, and even 2 clicks not always works. I don't have a word for that. Words for that. One was killed exactly because of that. In Grey Garrison. Disgusting, disgusting. Selection, easy, reliable selection is extremely important. Is a building pillar of this, of every game. If you're not sure if your character is selected or not, how can you play? How can you play? I've never seen this before. Pillars of Eternity, ideal game. You click once, just like that. I click once, and it's always selected. I played this game a lot of times. Pillars of Eternity, maybe 12 times, maybe 15 times. I don't remember, but a lot. I never remember case that I clicked once and it's not selected. You click and then you put it here, and it goes exactly that pixel. Then I click another character, I click here, and it goes exactly here. I click that one, I click here, it goes exactly here. Why couldn't it be implemented here? I don't. What was so difficult about it? I understand there are things which are difficult to implement. I understand, but this this is not difficult. Everyone is doing it forever. So I don't have another explanation because they have good programmers, no doubt about it. So just it's probably was outsourced to some cheap cheap force, some students which are drinking like hell, and when sobering up, they were also busy with those things. I don't see another way to explain it. Because game is great, everything great, design, idea, everything is good game. But those things just made it like a spoon of shit in the basket of honey. To take a basket of honey, put spoon of shit, and then honey smells shit, even if it's still honey. That's exactly with that game situation. 20 world, we need 23. I cannot force myself click twice. So again, I click once. I click one time to select. But I know that it often doesn't work. So you need really click twice. Idiotical. It doesn't maybe matter so much on easy difficulties because it doesn't really change anything. But because easier difficulties they forgive things like that. But in top difficulties, game doesn't forgive even smallest mistakes, smallest misclick. Game doesn't forgive it. You've seen it with Nenio, you've seen it with Lan yesterday. Yeah. Again, one click. I cannot force myself click twice. It's also hurt. Clicking 2 times, each time it hurts finger. One click should be, and it should work all the time. One click selection. Fuck you. Some drunken students, and still being pissed off because of things like that, I still admire the game because it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece, without any doubt. Yeah, we need more shield of faith. Mm-hmm. And we will have them. It's exactly how it works. Mm-hmm. So everyone is, yeah. Someone else didn't get it, no? No, everyone got one, this one, that one. That didn't get. Now everyone got it. Da, 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 da. So that's my attitude. I love this game, and I hate some moments of the way it's done. If I didn't care much about the game, I wouldn't react so emotionally on those bugs and glitches and real stupid things they did in design in some places. If you don't care about things, you also don't react. You react strongly only if you really like the thing. That's what happens in my case. I like it so much that when something it's not working as it should, it makes me really angry. Of course. More things, more buffs. She needs something like mirror image. Maybe I should give her one level in, I don't know, one level in something that she could have at least mirror image. Like she has mirror image. Ah, no. She has mirror image in level 3. So I would need to give her 3 levels in something. In something to get her mirror image. It's just, of course, bad for. Okay. I'll be just adding UMD to and hoping with less stand she won't be dying so often. Do we need haste? I think I will give haste. Probably I need to give here more haste. Extended, something like extended haste. Something like that. Ah, not to forget, last but not least, that one. Need the road. Where is it? For that. Okay. Go search the quasit. Now it's time to finish. Yeah. Oh, fucking thing. Fucking thing against cell. Another idiotical feature. If you put lesser extent metamagic rod, whatever, if you put metamagic rod, it's automatically selected. It should never be selected by default. It should be by default deselected. Only person who never played the game could do something like that. It means they didn't even use little part of brains to understand that this is absolutely bad idea. It should be by default deselected. And millions of things like that here and there, but okay, you can say you should be careful, you should be check it. Yeah, but you check all the time, is it selected, is it not selected? It takes time, it takes your energy, it distracts you. And then you should think, if you click with one click you select or not, maybe you need to double click if it's selected or not, and then it accumulates. I'm ranting today. I'm ranting like hell, I tell you. I'm ranting like hell today. I didn't sleep enough, so I have a headache, so I'm ranting like hell. We need also protection from fire, but a bit later for those brimoraks. I don't think they have it, but no, they don't. I will help where I can. I will help where I cannot. Yeah. Okay. The last but not least, 41. By the way, I'm not sure if my idea to give uh, her a vivisectionist was so good. Maybe it should have been monk, sort of a monk. Maybe. Because one level of vivisectionist, of course, it gives advantages, but maybe monk would do as well. I don't know, something to explore later. Maybe monk would be also good. Now I know very well that this is a script, because it's a script, and if they stand in the wrong place they can be killed. So the most vulnerable, those two are the most vulnerable. Where is haste? I don't have haste. Okay, let's do without haste. Who cares? Who said that we can do it without haste? We can. I hope. So, where's our vulnerable things? They're here. So we don't need to let those attack those. Missed. Yeah. Camellia, go out. Protective lock on on Scylla. Where is Scylla? Here. Actually, Scylla is not so much vulnerable now. This one is dangerous. Sneak attack would have made it much easier. Cleric, go away, you are absolutely vulnerable, so I would like to put you as far from harm as possible. The same for Nenio. Move out of harm. And horses are expendable. So that's how good Hosiel's glaive is. I had discussions some time ago, several discussions. So you should go for sure, because of critical range. You should always go glaive, Hosila's glaive on your main character. Just because of that. Till Act 4 it does its job. Other thing, maybe indeed later you could switch to Foshar. Maybe in Act 3 you could switch to Foshar. But first two acts, Hosiel's glaive is just a must if you play less Azlanti stuff, or if you don't save scum. Yes. I don't know, because Vexet, my experience with multi-classes is extremely limited. I know nothing about it. I had a look. I don't read guides. I had some looks at Neo Seekers guides, but really they really just pile of crap. With all my respect to In Effect and whoever is behind Neo Seeker, I believe it's mostly In Effect. With all my respect, builds is full of crap. First of all, they're all wrong, they're outdated, they build on bugs and exploits, so they're bathing themselves on bugs and exploits. They have a lot of, they're not logical, they're not tested, of course, because just there is no way you can test all of that. And they have a lot of errors. And they don't have any logic. And they're not unfair viable. So, more logical, if someone is interested in understanding logic, it's CRPG Bro. He, at least his explanations, their logic, they're detailed, he takes attention to detail and so on. He explains things, but unfortunately his builds are not for unfair. His builds are like for, in the best case, for hard difficulty. There are a couple of builds that can, of course, you can use builds on unfair in late game, but initial game it will not work. And also it's based, of course, on save scum. It's based on respects, because he's respecting things. He's pre-buffing with protective luck and fortune. So all of that makes it not really practically useful. But for easier difficulties, yes. And of course, builds for less Azlanti unfair, they don't exist. Those builds don't exist. But yeah, maybe we can find such builds, and then to. But first, I need to beat the game on less Azlanti. So I don't have experience with multi-classing. I'm just trying learn things on fly while I'm playing. Look what happens. One hit, another babao goes. Already two babaos are feared. They're too feared. And no one build, neither CRPG Bro nor others, they don't advise Hosila's glaive. They all like copied themselves. For sure, for sure, for sure. Which fucking for sure? You need Hosila's glaive. At least first two acts, definitely. Then maybe you can switch on for sure. I don't mind. But I personally keep it on Sila till the very end. Because even in the end of Act 3 it works. It's like two are feared, so two enemies less to fight. Less outflank, less flanking, especially babaos. And this one is also feared. Look, three of them feared. Frightened. And frightened is always good. -2 penalty on attacks. And saving throws. So, for example, if I had like some good wizard, not Nenio, some really good wizard. By the way, I still consider maybe I will take mercenary and replace Nenio with a good wizard, which will be tanking, and at the same time, it will have nice spells, nice build. And then imagine -2 to saving throws. It's the same as +2 to DC spells. So you can use your crowd control spells at least first two acts, and they will work here and there. That's great. And they're all especially CRPG Bros builds, they're based on those items from DLCs like Dance of Masks. Okay, but how to get those items? Dance of Masks arena, it's extremely difficult and unfair. I beaten it once. It's all posted. I have all the videos from beginning to the end, all the playthrough on unfair, damage to party 3. I've done all the arena without any reload. But let's say I was lucky also. I was lucky and I have a lot of experience with also tactical stuff. Still, it was extremely difficult. So what they do, they go to arena, they fight it on normal difficulty or on core difficulty. They take those OP items from arena, from DLC 5, and then they go to main game and they play on unfair, beating all those threshold mobs and so on, and saying, look how great our builds are. No, your builds are not great, because you're using OP items from DLC 5, which you've gotten fighting on a core difficulty in the best case on hard difficulty, which is devalidates all your unfair run, because your run is not unfair anymore. Unfair run, if you start from unfair and you finish with unfair. It's not like you start your main game on unfair, then you go to Midnight Isles, you play it on hard to get all those goodies, then you go to DLC 5, you played it on normal to get goodies, then you go to Lesser Korean boss, you play it on hard, and then you go to main game and you played it on unfair. That's not the way you do it. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but there is no achievement in it, and it means your builds are bad. Because if your builds are good, and if you know what you're doing, you should be able to play unfair from the beginning to the end. Of course, I mean with reloads, with certain way of save scum. So that's how it's done. That's why you will not find good builds for even for all those so-called unfair builds. They're all based on on abuse of OP items and those bugs, like those shields. If you have mounted whatever, mounted someone, mounted Scylla, mounted Paladin, they take with shield things which should not work. You equip shield, then you unequip it, and you keep this bonus. They're just a bug. So your build is used on bugs. It's based on bug. You cannot do like that. I mean, you can, but then don't tell me that your build is good. Your build is not good. You're using bugs. I'm ranting a lot today. I'm ranting like hell. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, Wolf Sage, that Nano becomes useful quite later, yes. But still, so far she buffs, she has heroism, she has uh, displacement, she has buffs, yes. And she become extremely useful when her illusion spells work in full. Let's say from in Alshinira, she becomes very useful in Alshinira. Extremely useful. She just, her crowd control, her illusion spells, she has crowd control, just all those fight, Vilexia fight, Demodan conspiracy. I don't see how would you do it without Nenio's illusion spells. But of course, her build is not optimal. So if I will decide maybe to replace her, most probably I will later. Of course, her build can be improved a lot. She doesn't need this constitution so much. Anyway, she doesn't need wisdom also, just charisma. So I will drop charisma. First thing I will do, I will totally drop charisma. And I will drop wisdom. Maybe I will move up a little bit constitution just to have more fortitude, which is important because fortitude in this game is the most important stat. Will is not as important. Fortitude number one, then reflex number two, and then this is the last one. So, but charisma just goes zero down, and wisdom also. Those two go down. Then I can increase her dexterity. So she'll have more armor. She'll be hitting better with her Hellfire Ray because she misses often with Hellfire Ray. She needs more dexterity. And maybe one extra in Constitution. And then here, of course, she wouldn't be Scroll 7th, but Scroll Specialist, so she'll be Universalist. She'll be using all the schools, which is great. And she would be human, not Kitsune. Maybe Kitsune. Maybe I keep her Kitsune. Maybe could be. And she won't be Scholar. She will be she'll be pickpocket to have better initiative to start her crowd control spells immediately. But that's probably, I will keep like illusion, of course, spell penetration, extent, those things are okay. Okay, that's concerning Nanya, but I'll see. Anyway, this is left Azlanti, so I definitely won't be keeping this party till the end game. My monk will stay always, of course. It will never be multi-classed. Camellia probably will stay as well. I'm not sure. But for the rest, I'm not sure. Oh shit. Maybe Scylla will stay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might be also having different Camellia. I can just dismiss Camellia and make a better build. Because Camellia I don't like as she is. Okay, they gave her dexterity and so on to have her, to give her option to be a fighter. And she might have dexterity, no doubt about it, but strength she doesn't need. So strength, if I'll make my own Camellia, strength will be minimum. It will be 7. And intelligence will be minimum also. So those two things I would drop. And then I will increase her wisdom. To have more spell DC, to have more spells also. That's it. So thanks to Hosila's glaive, and now we need to punish Brimorax. Okay, I need only him here. Scylla I need, and one. Again, I click once, he wasn't selected. Those go out. Ah, he is killed. And this survived. That's all I need. Kill the last one. Ah, Scylla. That's it. That's it. Yes, exactly. That's also my understanding for Camellia. She's super universal. She's she's extremely universal. As and such, she doesn't fit in. You can of course make her like fighter, sort of fighter. She'll be doing some damage. You can make her damage dealer. She's quite tanky. She can become quite tanky also. But that will be this. You must look at game in total. That also what's lacking in all those CRPG Bro builds and so on. They they take like end game and then they make their builds, but they don't have from the beginning till the end on unfair. They don't have it. They make like finished build and then they show, oh, he can do this, he can do that. You must show me how you play from the very beginning. And in the beginning, like CRPG Bro says, oh, Oracle. Oracle is good. He gives Oracle, with Oracle is one shot on unfair, just one shot. And he makes Oracle main character. Okay, he gives Oracle some pet, but pet is also one shot. So you have Oracle as your main character with a pet or without, doesn't matter. They're one shot. Then you have Scylla. Okay, Scylla you can do like that. You can do something like that. Or you can give her monk. Camellia, he also makes something. So it's all built on save scum. Yes, you can play unfair like that, but it will be a lot of saves coming. And then the question is, if you will save scum, then it doesn't really matter how your builds are. If they are more or less reasonable, they will work. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you multi-class. Doesn't matter give you pets or not, because you can always save scum. It's only question how many will save scum. Like 10 times per fight, 5 times per fight, 2 times per fight. That's only difference, which basically is the same. If you base your builds on save scamming, then it's already you cannot call it builds actually, because if you save scam, it doesn't matter. You can play with whatever you want, with any class you want, and that's it. Here we'll have ambush, and that becomes dangerous. Fatigued, so here when you become fatigued, immediately take a rest. That's what I learned, because it can finish very bad. 17-14, like that. 16-19, and like that. 18-19, 16-14, 17-14. That's why I was giving, he needs to have stealth. That's one of the reasons, but also of course random encounters on map and high perception. That's what I was giving, high perception to Scylla, just for that. And I will continue giving her perception. Imagine if I didn't give her perception, it wouldn't be possible. Okay? Still, it can be attack. No, but difficulty aside, then you can play with whatever you want. That's what I mean. So, difficulty aside, then it doesn't matter what you play, how you play, which builds you do, because there is no tactics, there is no more tactics, there is no more strategy, and there is no thinking involved. No place for creativity because everything works. That's it. Everything works. Then all those talks about builds make no sense. I don't have preferences actually. I like all the I like all the classes and everything because for me it's important to be creative, to have challenges, to have it solved, and you can be creative with all the classes. I'm pretty sure every class has like something nice that you can enjoy. Every class, every variation has something nice. Should I buff them or not for those spiders? That's a question. I think yes, I will buff them. Yeah. Even if I didn't want to. Yes. 31. I don't feel like buffing all of that. Do they have boss outflank? 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 Okay. It will be lots of spiders, I know. Strength damage. Haha. So they will probably kill my party. So let's give. I wanted to spare on it, but I'm afraid I will have to fight seriously here. But it's also sort of a test. Can two cats manage? No, they cannot. They cannot manage. They cannot manage. To 6 spiders or whoever they are. It's not to be done. So I have to fight seriously. Damn you. 5 or 6 spiders. I'm not sure how many spiders are here. I think 6. Five. Only 5 spiders destroyed by tigers. My cats, my leopards, whatever you call them. Whatever you call them. Yes, cooking, I agree with you. I totally agree, and I will definitely using onion soup because it's good for such things. Problem is that of course you in the beginning of the game especially you're limited to your resources, and yeah, onion soup. But you're right. You're right. I will definitely start doing it. No doubt. You don't need to do it if you save scum, but less Azlanti, I think, because even one extra, yeah, I will start doing it. Yeah. Actually, not really saving throws. No, no, not onion soup. No, not onion soup. Um what should be used? Where is it? No, we don't have it. We don't have it yet. What is needed is this one. That's what you need. You need hard to mill because it's extra skill checks for a day, including stealth and perception, especially stealth. So one extra stealth, that's less chance to have random encounter. So you will have 18 stealth, not 17. And later there will be food. You can have 3 extra to skill checks. That should be done all the time. 3 extra, it would already be 20 stealth. So we should be really stealth and stealth focused for Last Azlanti. Just because random encounters in Act 2 are the biggest danger. Because Lesser Korean Ghost you can fight it later. You are not obliged to fight it so early. You can fight it on level 10, let's say. Gargulya's Cave, okay, it's also dangerous. But if you plan things good, Gargulya's Cave normally is also okay. But you can do nothing against random encounters. You're flat-footed, you're not buffed, and then it's good if you have spiders or cultists, but if you have Nabassu with couple of succubus, one shadow demon watery or Vrock watery, and that's your game is over. So that's so to having extra saving throw, it's very nice, but I would invest in those extra skill points you can get. I would invest in extra skill points. And she starts running who knows where. That's also a thing. Okay, that's done. Bark skin. There are Magoses. First time I started thinking about installing with bubblegum mod for accelerate those buffs, because I'm mods hater, and all those things. But if you have so many, okay, you have party with 6, no pets, no everything, it's still okay. But if you have so many things to buff, then it becomes really time consuming. So maybe I should learn how to install that bubble mod. I'm just afraid to install mod like that, because who knows, it can break the game. And then imagine I'm playing my last Azlanti and then I have a bug, I cannot continue, and then time is lost for nothing. So that's why I'm hesitating, but because there are so many of them now to buff, I think I will start reading and learning about those bubble mods. Someone told me that I'm not obliged to put toy box to have bubble mod. Don't know if it's correct or not. Actually, I don't know so many pets here. You don't need any pets in this particular fight. You don't need all of that. But as far as I'm here, good. They buffed like hell. Same fucking story. It was automatically selected. Mm. 42, and if I give Sila that, 44 with hate 45. Now this. One, two. Again, not to underestimate those archers. So I will put blur on Sila. And haste. And then you can go there and stay here. Klaus, horse. We don't need all of that. Sila, Lan, and my tank is more than sufficient to kill them all, but just like that. That's how elves are. Normally, to be sure, just to put Stinking Cloud, and with Stinking Cloud it's not very easy, but I don't want to abuse Stinking Cloud here. With such a power as we have here, one should be targeting those. Here I don't use any tactics, anything. Just Sila idiot, where are you running? I sent her here, she's running back. Ah, glaive works. Godzilla's glaive works. And that's it. Those animals just create a mess. You wouldn't need them. Animals create a mess. Okay. I remember it was some sort of perception checks which we can fail. Let's see. Let's solve a perception. I should be okay. Land has high perception. He also has now O's wisdom. There was something here. There was something here. Aha. That one. 243 gold. Here I think everything taken. I don't remember. Yeah, that's it. What about XP? I think nothing special. Yeah, I foresee big problem with in a leper smile. Shit, I had to go here first, then here we take that's dangerous to take a rest here because of corruption, but we'll do it anyway. Except, of course, now I have some extra. I have now my tanks. That shit is also bugged. Just look at that. 0 experience. I defeated 2 armies, and 1 army I let escape. And it shows 0. I never had it before. Never. I should have been close to level 2 now. I defeated 2 armies in fight and 1 army I let escape, but even if you let army escape, you get XP. That's proven. But even if somehow it wasn't counted, 2 armies I defeated, it shows 0 XP. That's bugged. It was never like that. Never. And how can you play? I don't understand. Oh, there is a new patch for Rock Trader. Just noticed. I don't see why would you need toy box. What's the reason to have it? I don't see any reason, but okay, could be a couple of reasons, but in 99.9% people use it to cheat, so there are a couple of legitimate uses, but you really don't need those uses. There are no game breaking bugs that you would need to fix with toy box. It doesn't exist. I play this game a lot, so I can tell you there are no game breaking bugs. There are a lot of small annoying bugs, yes, but nothing game breaking. But I'm worried about that army. I didn't get any XP. That's not normal. No, now I think in my last playthrough it was also something like that. That I started getting XP only like after defeating 4 armies. And then I was late in development. It was something like that. So it's a new bug that appeared. And it was a couple of really minor updates they've done this year, and I think it appeared after those updates, because it's obviously the core team, all cat team, the core programmers team and so on, they're not involved anymore with the game, but I'm pretty sure there is, and I know about it, there is some sort of outsourced, whoever it is, students, whoever it is, which are doing some like things from time to time. I don't know if they asked by all cat do something, or they just experimenting, trying to improve it somehow. But things are changing. I can see those changes, and new bugs appeared. Like I've never seen before. Cultist sniper in Canabres. For all 8,000 hours I played, I've never seen in Canabres cultist sniper who killed my monk and who killed Scylla It just two attacks. It's like a killing machine. And it was not there before. But I don't mind if they made it more difficult. It's increased difficulty level. That's fine with me. Extra challenge. I think they made it rare. It's the same like with giant centipede, which appears like one from couple of hundred encounters appears giant centipede. And probably the same story um, with cultist sniper that appears 1 in 1,000 times. But when things like now that you're losing XP, I mean that you fight and you don't get your XP, that's of course not a pleasant change. Especially with game is so important from from the Crusader campaign. I should have changed it. I still keep those things. So I'm not happy with that. That's a definitely a bug. A new one, a new bug. Shit. What the shit? Again, I'm clicking. On map. Okay, that's my fault. It's also you don't need all those buffs here. I mean, you don't need pets here. Shit. It's it's now stuck. It's now so slow. Why is it so slow? It's slow. I cannot play anymore. Cursor is dead. I cannot use cursor anymore. What happened? What happened? Okay, it's fixed. No, it's not fixed. It's not fixed. It's not fixed. Shut up. With your magic that should be used in other ways. And that, of course, because there are alchemists there, as far as I remember, or someone like that. Now Sila. Again, the same story. Yeah, it's quite annoying to play with so many things. Oh. Where is that one? Alchemist, so Lan will target Alchemist. And Monk will target that one. Now Scylla can go here. Scylla should go for Alchemist also. Horse is dead, of course. Tiger is dead. Or Smilodon, whatever. Alchemist is dead. That is so tanky, that Marauder. Okay, it's killed. Same story, Stinking Cloud is a king here, but I don't want to abuse Stinking Cloud. Because Stinking Cloud makes it just too. Okay. That's it. Yeah, I'm really worried about that XP in campaign. That after 3 fights I didn't get any XP. I should be level 2 already. There are also some perception check here somewhere. I think I failed it because it was something. I think it was something here. Some perception check. Yeah, it failed. It was something. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And nothing else matters. No, this really makes me angry so much. Zero XP. Yeah, I think it was the same. When I played last time I played, I think only after fourth fight, I somehow suddenly I got all the XP. But it was never like that. Never. In the meantime. Man. maybe it's a visual bug, I don't know, but it was not. It really it appeared recently. It appeared, I think, first I noticed it May, April or May. No, no, no. Yeah. Okay, 3 locations so far, and this location also. Okay, they can stay here. I will use just one. That's the only puzzles that make sense to me. Okay, not the only one, but one of them. One of them, a limited number of puzzles which make sense to me. So this should be here, and this should be here. Because this goes there and this goes here, so this should be here, this here, and this, that fish should be here. And here it's already a guesswork. It's a guesswork here. No, it's not correct like that. From here it's a guesswork. This or that. It's not that. It's not that. Then this was also wrong. Then it's probably like that. What's that noise? It's Camellia farted. She ate too much human meat because she's cannibal. She likes to eat human meat like livers, hearts, so, and then she farts after that. That's where noise comes from. Question is, do I need to take a rest or not? Now to go back here, it's a bit risky, it's a long way. We can have random encounters, but normally things like Nabassus and all that shit, they appear here. Here we're gonna have Nabassus and Shadow Demon WoTRs, which are not supposed to be here at all. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't know how it works, but for that thing, underground hideout, I need like 400 archers. So here is shorter distance. What? Ah, it's that one. It's for Gargulya stuff. Yeah, it's Gargulyas. Gargulyas shit. I like that response. I've been contemplating the possibility of joining the Hell Knights myself. Diabet gives you a flabbergasted look. Okay, that's this free DLC, but it's too dangerous. Now can be easily defeated. I would prefer to be level 9 to do that. Let's talk to Sila and we're gonna have some extra XP. Don't second guess yourself. Don't third guess yourself. Don't 5 guess yourself. Here is extra XP. 400. And now let's sell to I'm always selling to the same guy, always. The same guy. Scorched Rays was useful in Kingmaker and useless here. I wanted to buy that for Nenu, but I think we can manage without it for some time. Wand of Haste is something we would need. I cannot ignore it. And Wand of Heroes would be nice to have. But there are priorities. And priority is Bookworm Headband. That's one priority. Shit. Yeah, that's one priority. And this is another priority because we have to buy it anyway. If you want it or not. That's Braces of Rough Landing. Also good for random encounters if you have some demons. Almost all demons have wings. Most of them have. Babaos don't have wings, but Nabassus have wings and others. So that's for Sila. Actually, everyone can take it. He can take it. But he has enough armor class and it's one moral bonus on damage rolls, so we replace it. So 2 to armor class, attack and damage. That will do good. Okay, 1 more damage. And now these things He has +2. He has +1. She has +1. Sila has +1. That one doesn't have anything. That's +2, so that will go for Sila. teen, 11, 14. Maybe cat can have it. And for the moment she can use just to have some extra spell. Blur, for example. Now I should fix my spells, because this I don't need. In case of random encounter and some stupid succuba, can be good for random encounters also. That's we don't need for random encounters. Doubt we can fear anyone, but again, Nabasso Succubus encounter, at least we can fix maybe that situation. And again, for random encounters, something like that could be the solution sometimes. And for random encounters we also need some maybe protection from fire, because we can get, we can get like Vrox, whatever, Shadow Demon, this fire damage. It's good like that. Okay, Wolfsage, thank you for being and for your advices, ideas. I'll be off tomorrow and most of the day today. I still play maybe half an hour and then I will stop, and then a couple of days I'm off. No, fighter is exactly unfair. Is after Drunken Master, fighter is the best one for unfair, but it's only tower shield specialist. So if you take fighter, it's only tower shield specialist. For last Azlanti, I mean. But if you just want to play with fighter on unfair, fighter is perfect. But you need, it will be, you will be safe scamming if you just take a pure fighter or mutagen warrior or normal fighter, doesn't matter, you will save scam anyway. But with tower shield specialist, it could work still. Drunken Master is the best choice. Good, everything is done. Now we take a rest. And here finally I do what, no, like that. just to add one skill. That's to add one to stealth. So to diminish a little bit a chance of getting those random encounters. That's just for that, for one extra stealth for Lan, for his random encounters here, 18 stealth. And what 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 do we want to do now? Moondance Meadow, probably it's doable. I think I will try it. Without cats, it's better to have level 8. When I fight those things with pure classes and so on, without pets, as I usually play, I do it only on level when I'm level 8. Level 7. But I cannot go there, or can I? Or have it? I think I have to go like that. So first we should defeat that army. Yeah, maybe like that. Who's here? Okay, let's take a risk. If I'm defeated here, that will be the most stupid decision that I made. But what else can I do, basically? Zacharias Cemetery done. That's Babao's done. Elf's Ambush done. Nightingale Groove done. Conundrum done. So, Monday's Meadow, yes, it's one of the toughest, together with Gargullias. This is one of the toughest fights. I could try maybe Nameless Ruins, but again, it's better. I don't know. Let's go. Stupid risk. Totally stupid risk, but let's try. Normally, I fight them here. Here I put my party. Here I put tanks. Seal is somewhere here. Tank stands here, skeletons here, and we don't fight them in open space because they can surround, flank, and get to easy targets. So I think I'll do the same now because they will just flank. That's very risky. Almost as dangerous as Gargullias. Now, of course, he will tank them without problems, but if they flank and go here and there, if you fight those now, then everything goes. Then we can fight everything. Morta DLC classes. Sleep well, sleep well. If they get to them, it won't help. Okay. Should have removed that. Who doesn't have mirror image yet? She doesn't. Huh. I'm not a mirror image. I want to say bark skin. I wanted to say bark skin. I said mirror image. Time to stop playing because and I don't need this, so I need to drop it so much. For one fight it's more than enough. Like that. Again, it's selected. Sila's turn. Yes, 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 yes. To have it for 4 minutes would be good. 2 minutes, it's a little bit too tight. Ba ba bam, ba ba bam, ba ba bam. Now just place them correctly, so this one goes in the corner. The same for Nano. Nano goes here. At least she has mirror image, she can survive a little bit. Camellia goes also here with her chanting stuff. Lan goes somewhere here. Sila goes here. That's what I mean. Shit, you cannot control them. Like that. Horse, which will be one shot anyway. No, horse will use there. This will be our tanks. One, another one, and another one somewhere here. That's the position. Horse will be teasing them. It's a teasing horse to provoking horse. Very provocative horse. And from that very moment, Camellia starts chanting protective luck on Sila. Sila is quite vulnerable. And horse should be able to escape. You bitch, why didn't you put this on her? No, she doesn't do it. She doesn't do it. Okay, let's put skeletons. If you don't want to chant, put at least skeletons. Okay. Turn-based. Klaus. Sila. Are they evil, by the way? Very evil. So that's example that it's not good to be evil because of that. And now haste. So we have full haste support. She will give finger to Lan. And that one will sneak attack. Okay, that's good. And Klaus. So now they're flanked actually. Oh, my leopard is dead. Shit! It can be the end of it. They're so dangerous to fight on level 7, even with pets and multi-classes. Just Smilodon was one shot. I will put monk here just to block this shit from attacking my... He will... Okay, another cat is dead. That's over. I will put skeletons. No, on level 8 they are okay. If you're careful. Sila has protective luck, and I will give to Lan. Lan is also vulnerable. Now this one gives to Lan or maybe to Sila better. I think better to Sila. Yeah, she's missing like hell. I just hope they focus on my drunken Azlanti. Lan missed everything, absolutely everything. Sila here is main damage dealer. Let's put more Skeletons. Yeah, those leopards. Imagine if I had lizards. Lizards even less tanky than leopards. So Scylla has protective luck, almost doesn't. I give fortune to Scylla. Enchant. That's already with fortune. Okay, one. And we cannot have any more skeletons. What a shame. It's a shameful shame. But she can give finger. She can give finger to Scylla. Scylla has finger. Scylla has finger. And this one, Scylla doesn't have any more protective luck, so protective luck back. Protective luck, fortune, that one has. We need to give protective luck him. No, fortune to Lan first. What can Nenio do? Nothing actually, nothing. That's when she becomes useless. Actually, what does she do? She gives displacement. She gives haste. And that's the most important. She gives invisibility greater. Those invisibility greater she will give to Scylla. Now Scylla should destroy them like hell, like that. 25, 26. It was time for great invisibility. Okay, -1. Lan goes here. Almost no. Ay, 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 ay. Lan is down. Luckily, he has less stand, but what the shit. And he had protective luck, everything. Didn't help. To Lan. Who is the most dangerous here? Who can kill Lan? Let's go first for that one. I take off fighting defensively. Okay. Now Lan just go out and shoot. I don't know how in those builds they give less stat like on mythic level 4, mythic level 5. I don't understand. Protective luck, protective luck, protective luck. I will just give fortune to him. And like that. That's the best place to fight them. I tried in the past different ways, but that's the only thing that works. Kill the bastard. No, he won't kill the bastard. Finger. I do not think. Just in the case he decides to attack Nenu, I don't know. Everything can happen. Yeah. One. Haste finished. No more haste. That's it. Okay. Quite a fight. Without less stand, one would have been dead. Two tanky. And I buffed them completely. They got everything. They were all killed. So you really need to give displacement if you have, but there is no displacement. We need to have a lot of displacement. Then it will be easier. Displacement, blur, always on top of everything else. But you don't have enough displacement. Maybe one of the reason kick off Nanny and make better wizard, but I don't have money for that. I'm afraid not before Midnight Isles. I will have money for more mercenaries. Okay, it's done. They're unpleasant. I better fight that demon army. But later. Chili Creek, we also have a fight with undead things. So that's also something to be done. Morbid Reach. This is for, I'm afraid this is for level 9. They're too crazy there. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day and holidays, everything. And for a couple of days I'm out